Why things get delayed. Time is a symptom. Whether in our field or anybody else's, we all deal with delays from time to time. And we've tried to think of and build our own internal frameworks of what's causing that delay, how do we resolve it, how do we avoid it to the extent possible. To some extent it's not avoidable in certain situations, but in any circumstance where there is the feeling of a delay taking place or that one may happen, wanted to share a framework that I've always utilized to try to break through any log jams in any particular scenarios. So we say is time is a symptom of delays, right? Because there is a delay, there's time being wasted on something. What is the cause of that? We find that there are three primary causes of delays. The first being information, the second being capability, and the third being desire. Simply enough, in any situation, almost any business circumstance we've ever been in where we've felt that there's some delay or we're worried that there will be some delay, we've tried to focus in on which of these three categories does it fit into. And so information is simply that. Does the person evaluating an opportunity, whether buying or selling or providing capital or receiving capital, have they received adequate information from which to make an educated decision? And if the answer is no, there's no amount of time that's going to solve that problem, and therefore more information is necessary. Now, certain situations where there can be somewhat of an analysis paralysis, but largely you need to be an arbiter and you need to gauge independently, is there adequate information from which someone should be able to make a decision? And if the answer to that is yes, then you move over to categories 2 and 3. The second that we like to contemplate is capability. So in this circumstance where someone has adequate information and has the desire or want to act, then if they're not, you say, is there something that's prohibiting capability? Is it other business transactions that are taking place right now, other things that need to get accomplished first, or is it some sort of deficiency in the requisite resources to make the transaction take place? But it's an area that has to be dug into, and obviously there's a delicate approach to some of these components, but one must, however, rip the band-aid to some degree to have these dialogues. And so if it's not a problem with information, you say, is it a problem with capability? Are there other things going on that are delaying this? Is there some lack of resources or some sort of roadblock that can hopefully be mitigated either by another party or something that we can help with in different instances? And lastly is desire, and that's, does someone want to do something? And so if there is adequate information, if there is adequate capability, then the last leg you really dig into is there some reason, is there some element, is there some component here that makes you not want to do something or uncertain as to whether you'd like to do this? And oftentimes a deficiency in desire will ultimately loop back to some sort of a component of information that needs to be further bolstered, but it's productive to at least push forward and have those dialogues. And so as we've seen, in whether it's our business or anyone else's business, right, there are lots of discussions that need to take place, some more comfortable than others, but ultimately any sort of a time delay in any particular scenario, whether it's a transaction we're working on or any business anyone's working on, tends to funnel down to one of these three items. And so that's the thought for today. If there's a delay, and time, again, the symptomatic component of delay, if you start seeing time lag or you start to worry that time's going to lag, it's more, I think, important and effective to focus on the root cause of that. And so again, is it information? Is it capability? Or is it desire? Really, there's not much else other than that, or something that doesn't fall underneath one of these categories. So I hope the week's going well for everyone. Keep pushing forward. God bless. We'll see everyone next time.